hope is other people. Hope is each other. And I hope it's not trite or like, I don't know, man, like goofy to say it. Perfect. Greetings. You are listening to the RF Fitness Podcast, the show where I yell about fitness, fatherhood, fantasy gaming, and everything else. I'm your host, Rob Finlayson, certified older brother, fitness coach, and hopeful person for once in a long while. I'm not here with the co-host, but I want to let you guys know right now that it is not too late. It's not too late. Not too late for what, you ask? To go to the gym, to resist, everything. He gestures to the environment overall, to throw away, to grow, to be brave, to rest, etc. It's not too late, listeners. I saw Superman, the new Superman film, last weekend, and it changed my brain chemistry. I only cried twice during the theater. I managed to go by myself because the girls were out of town for a family thing. So I thought I was going to have all kinds of time to myself. Turns out on Saturday I had a little bit of time to go see a movie by myself, and that movie was Superman. And boy howdy, we need this movie right now, the royal we. I and probably you could really use this film. I'm not a big Superman fan overall. Like, I like comic books. I'm more of a Marvel guy, whatever. I've never been super duper into the other movies. I haven't even seen Christopher Reeves, Superman's. Don't hate me, guys. I liked Brandon Routh's Superman Returns. I did not like the Man of Steel Superman movies. But this new Superman absolutely kicks ass and whips ass, dude. Left, right, and center. We really need it right now. If you haven't seen the film, you've probably seen some of the memes if you're at all involved with comic book stuff. Where hope and joy and kindness are the real punk rock. It's a conversation he has in the film. And I think that's really true, especially right now. I've seen some cuts of James Gunn, the director of the film, where he talks about it's the world right now. The status quo is to be very cynical about stuff, right? To empathy is a weakness, and to even consider other people is folly, and it's just foolishness, right? To look out for anyone other than numero uno, for yourself. And Superman says no to that, and I think I do too. I have for a long time. Hope and joy and kindness that you extend to yourself is radical. It's punk rock. It's a powerful thing to be able to extend the grace you give to others to yourself. And this is something that I need to work on a lot. I am, I think, a classic, like, overly empathetic, high achieving, seeking, like excellence seeking ADHD person, Leo, however you want to say it. We're like, of course a person needs to rest. Of course it's okay to come up short sometimes, to learn, to fail, to realize that there's a moment that what you have right now is insufficient, and you need to rest, recover, get better, and come back and try again stronger. That's for other people. For me, no. If I fuck up, it's because I'm an idiot fuck up. And that's the whole thing I got to deal with right now. But I'm working on extending that same grace and kindness to myself as well, to be a much more productive and healthy and happy person. And you know what? It's not too late to do that, even though I am now 37, being very close to 38. Hashtag Ragnarok 2025 is coming up. It's just a few weeks away. And I guess to say it's not too late, mostly because we have to try, right? Trying is a thing. It's not, I don't want to say that it's not too late to do a thing. I think it's usually never too late to try a thing. We have to try. If we are able to, I think we have to try. We have to try to save the environment. We have to try and resist fascism. We have to try and create a world that is better than what we have now for our children. We have to try and build community gardens so that we can share with our neighbors. We have to try and take responsibility for what's happening in our block. We have to try and be a villager in order to have a village, right? Our oppressors push so hard on us because they need us. They push so hard because they need to, I should say, right? Because we are fighting back stronger than they want us to, stronger than they expect. Like you see this constant escalation in force. They wouldn't need to escalate if we weren't giving them the fucking business, you know? The only reason they keep getting bigger and bigger with this stuff, more and more force, more and more cruelty, more and more chaos, is because we keep fucking fighting them. And the reason they have to keep doing more is because we keep beating them at where they're at. It's an arms race, right? And we'll always win as long as we keep fighting, as long as we keep trying, right? You can choose to move more today. You can choose to pursue your purpose earnestly. You can choose to make art or engage with art. You can choose to eat more vegetables. You can choose to drink more water today. You can choose to put down a soda pop and pick up a black coffee. You can choose, right? Again, to talk about Superman, it's your choices that make you who you are. It is not your nature or where you're from or who raised you or what the world says you are. What matters is your choice, your behavior, what happens inside of your head and with your actions, right? You could go out. So I thought a lot about this. It's not too late. I thought a lot about this as it pertains to environmentalism. That's something that's like my core like platform thing is like environmentalism and education. As far as like any politic, everyone has their thing, right? If it's social justice, great, or energy, or the economy, jobs, what have you. Mine is environmentalism and education. I think those two things are intrinsically linked, and without those two planks on a platform, literally nothing else matters. Because without an environment, there's no constituents. Without an education, you can't have the environment, because people are going to be too fucking stupid to understand that that this is going to have to be priority number one, and all other things. I'm getting off on a diatribe already. All social justice is environmental justice, right? Like racial equality is environmentalism, and environmentalism is social justice. It's all the same thing, you guys. But like I was saying, it's not too late to try at this. You know, I've seen things where we've hit the 1.5 degrees already. We're past the point of no return. So now what? Like just like fuck it and give up? That ain't me. Couldn't be me, homie. You could go see a whale today. You know what I'm saying? You could swim in a clean river today. You could climb a mountain and see clouds and have a hike and watch animals and have an experience in nature that will fundamentally change the way you look at life to fucking day. It's still there. And if it's still there, you can still save it. And if we can still save it, we have to try. We have to try. And I want to extend that same fervent, enthusiasm, the fire to you. You have to try. You have the ability. You are still here. Your body still exists in space. You are still subject to the laws of entropy and chemistry and physics, you know? It's not too late to try and get stronger. It's not too late to try and lose weight. It's not too late to change the way you have a relationship with food or with exercise or with sport or anything about this. If you are alive to listen to this podcast, it's not too late. You still have time. But what to do first? That's the big question. What first? Gosh, I feel really achy today and tired as heck. I know I should exercise more, but I just can't seem to make the time and wouldn't know what to do if I could. What if I just waste my time, or worse, hurt myself? And diet? Forget about it. The kids only eat fruit paste and pistachios this week, so I'm hanging on by a dang thread. I wish I could offload all the mental load to someone with over a decade of experience
helping burnt out parents like me make small changes that lead to big differences.
Well, now there is! RF Fitness is the online, in-person, and now hybrid fitness coaching service that brings simplified, no BS health and fitness information to you at your pace, built for your life, and with options to fit your budget. I have helped expecting mothers, toddler parents, busy CEOs, black belts, craftsmen, and more to set, meet, and exceed their goals since 2012. I'm actively seeking new clients for one-on-one hybrid and in-person coaching, and there's always room for more on my online personal training stable and on the team workouts. You can head to rffitness.net or click on the link in the show notes to learn more and schedule your free consult with me today. Well, the first thing I think is to always set a goal, right? And to set a goal is, I think, explicitly an exercise in hope. And that's really important because you are assuming there is a future in which you can accomplish this thing. I guess there's a conversation to be had about making SMART goals, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-based goals. But I think even that is less important than just having one at all. Even a quote-unquote impossible goal. To dream the impossible dream, right? To fight the unbeatable foe, to march into hell for a heavenly cause. God, I love that fucking song so much. I love that entire show. But to set a goal of any kind is an exercise in hope because you are telling yourself, you're saying at least to yourself, there is a future. And there's a timeline long enough where I accomplish this thing, where I lose 100 pounds, where I raise this child in a healthy environment, where I don't open the news on my phone and immediately get into a depression spiral because I don't have to care too much about what my politicians are doing because they're just doing their fucking jobs. It's not too late. You can set that goal. You can make that a goal and you can work towards it. You can do it now. You can say it out loud. Say out loud the thing that you want to make it real. I want to make $1,000 a month with RF Fitness by the end of the year. I can scale that. Is it doable? Yeah, probably. Is it hard? Yeah, definitely. Because I haven't done that yet. That's not where my business has scaled to just yet. I just had a great call earlier today with a fellow business owner, gym owner, really, really smart person, great person. And she was really, just in our very short call, kind of coached me up a bit and said like, hey, like you're worth more. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Yeah. I think I literally said like, are you telling me I can collect the surplus value of my labor for my business? Yes, comrade, you can. Which kind of rolls into my next point, which is that I personally am really bad at asking for help. And I think this is not uncommon. I don't know if it's like a generational thing, probably not, or if it's like a personality thing. It probably is. I'm very used to relying on myself and only myself to accomplish pretty much anything that I want done in a certain way. I think that probably is not uncommon in someone who winds up being an entrepreneur or a creator, or a creative person, I should say, in any way. Like I have this specific vision and I want to do it. But more than that, it's just like if I want anything to be done, like it feels like I have to do it myself. Like I just don't ask for help on anything, like ever. I hate it. I hate asking for help so much for so many reasons. We can dig into that later. If any psychologists are still listening, let me know what's wrong with me. Why do I hate asking for help so much? But the thing of that is that it is kind of a lie. Like that I tell myself I hate asking for help, that I tell myself that I don't ask for help because I'm getting it anyways. No man is an island, and my situation is this like timelines, like generations long confluence of efforts by my ancestors. You say that, but I really mean like my parents and my wife's parents, and the efforts, both direct and indirect, of the people in my life and the people in those people's lives and those people's lives. Like these ripples all coincide. And really, we need each other. Again, the royal we need each other to really accomplish just about anything. So if I say like, I built RF Fitness all by myself. I didn't ask for help from anyone. It's a completely raw, like only my fingerprints are on this thing. And that is probably like 96% true, right? For like the parts of it that really matter. But like I had the time to put this together because Mo's job allows us to be a bit more financially stable. I had the ambition to put this together because I was raised in a household that encouraged my creativity and my independence. I had the like mental acuity to put together a business at all because I can read and do math because I again grew up in a household that valued education so much that my ability to do reading and arithmetic and writing was like really emphasized, and that really comes out in these large parts of my job. And that's not just this business project, it's everything. It's family, it's business, obviously, whatever. It's BJJ, it's art. Like you can't do martial arts with one person. You can't do it by yourself. The whole point of martial arts is an interaction with another human being, whether that's offensive or defensive or consensual or not. I think belies sort of the nature of your particular art and how it expresses itself. Probably not the training. All training should be consensual, obviously. I talk about the culture of consent in martial arts already. But what I really want to get at, what I'm drilling down to here, is that in order to accomplish anything, in order to accomplish a goal, you need other people. In order to accomplish a goal, you need to have hope. And to me, what that says is that hope is other people. Hope is each other. And I hope it's not trite or like, I don't know, man, like goofy to say it. Like I said, I saw Superman and it changed my brain chemistry. So now I'm thinking like a guy who wears big blue pajamas and says shit like golly when he gets hit really hard by a monster from outer space. So you can see kind of where I'm coming from. But yeah, I think I'm okay with saying it. Hope is other people. So even if you feel like, gosh, I know I feel it, the hopeless a lot of the time, it's really hard. It's really hard right now, dude. Fucking A. To feel like there's much to look forward to feel like there's much that we can do or can control, or that there's time left to accomplish the things I thought I would be able to do in this life. Because it's all just, drying up and burning away and being buried. The fact that I'm here saying this proves I'm wrong. Proves that there's time. It proves that it's not too late. That because of that, I have the ability, maybe even the responsibility, to try and help other people and to help myself, usually by helping other people. Helping other people helps me feel good. Hope is other people. I'll leave us with that. Very short episode today, guys. This has been the RF Fitness Podcast. Yes, I'm available for online coaching. To find out if it's right for you, you can head to rffitness.net. That's rffitness.net. Some changes coming soon. Soon, I say that this year, probably by 2026. Just the way things are kind of run and presented and priced out, and generally a little bit of an overhaul. I'm constantly iterating on this, but you can go to the website, scroll over to the bottom of that page. One, to see what kind of coaching I offer currently. This includes obviously the in-person and hybrid coaching packages, which I've just started to offer as well. But you can always hit join the party to jump into our community Discord server for free, which I highly recommend and invite you to. Our theme music is Funk AF by Everett Almond, as always. It is distributed, of course, by YouTube Studios. You know that because you always listen to the end. And thank you for listening, guys. And as always, keep resting.
I'm bored with looking good. I got